season 2024-2025 season. I'm going to start with you, Jeff, as straight up. The first manager to be sacked, in your own opinion, this season is going to be who and why?
Okay. I don't want to be too harsh, but if I'm looking at what I'm seeing currently, I'm gonna go for either. If it's an established manager, I think I'm looking at Everton. I'm sorry.
That's Sean
and I'm not saying he's going to be sacked. There's every likelihood that Dyche might actually walk out. That's what I'm saying. He might walk out because if you look at Everton's transfers so far, it's nothing to write home about. You don't see that team that actually wants to actually prove that is a traditional Premier League side. You're not seeing a team that actually wants to make a statement. You're just going to see more or less like what we've been saying for the past 2 seasons. Struggling to squeeze in results, especially when it comes to sides within their time frame and sides that are lower than them. And I don't see anything major happening. Apart from that, another manager I see who might get sacked, sorry, is Eric. Because I do not see, I feel Eric is being set up. Personally, I feel Eric is being set up.
Which Eric?
Because Ten Hag.
I feel like Eric
is being set up. Because the thing is, it's looking likely like what you are saying in the case of, okay, you asked for this, we are giving you. Any slip-ups, there will be no apologies, no stories, no sorries. You're out of the door. Because this is my first question. If you feel like this guy is the one to take you to the next level, why does he have a Ruud van Nistelrooy as his assistant?
I wanted
that should tell you something. That should tell you something. We saw Ruud van Nistelrooy with PSV Eindhoven last season, and we saw what he could do. So basically, it's telling us that if he makes any mistake, there is a plan B, which is waiting immediately. He's taking over.
Bishop, do you agree with that? What's your first manager to be sacked? Bishop, talk to me.
So on the flip side, I don't think Ten Hag will survive December. I've already said this before. He won't survive December. There's no way he'll survive December. He won't survive December, but he will not be the first. 2 people comes to mind. Number 1 is Wolverhampton. His name is Gary O'Neill. He might walk, but he might be sacked. I'll give you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he has lost his best player, Neto. He has lost his best defender, Kuma. His striker are the most useless striker I've ever seen. Number 1 is the Brazilian that call himself Kuan, or what does he call himself? That guy is the worst striker I've seen in my life. Then the South Korea guy is always on injury. Who would have helped him small? The guy is on injury. So I think him is number 1. My next choice will be Leicester City, Steve Cooper. I've not seen anything those guys have done also. So him too is high up my list. In fact, relegation, I'm predicting Leicester City for sure. For relegation.
Oh my goodness.
I don't see what they've done. So Leicester City, Wolverhampton, watch out for those 2. I know Ten Hag is not surviving December, man.
All right, Prof, go talk to me. The first manager to get sacked.
The old Ten Hag, I don't think Ten Hag will be sacked though. I think he'll survive the season. I think I think United will have enough in the tank. They might lose today and they'll win tomorrow. Maybe lose 1, win 2, win 3. I don't think United are that football club that are always in a rush to sack managers. I think if at all, they'll let out the season and because if United are those clubs that if United are those kind of clubs that sack managers hastily, I think Ten Hag should have gone last season. Some of the results that came maybe would have gone. So I think they'll see out. It would survive the season for me. I agree with Bishop. I think Leicester City's manager, Steve Cooper, I think he might be the first to be sacked. They lost Shrewsbury Hall. They've not really added enough. The striker is aging. I don't know if they still have Vardy there. Parts in Dakar. I don't think these players are enough for the Premier League. For me, Leicester City might get relegated as well. So, you want to say something?
You want to say something, Jeff?
Yeah. I'm looking at Leicester's transfers, and I think it's because we've not exactly been focusing on that side. Because I think I'm seeing good players here. They have
Wow.
Bobby De Cordova-Reid from Fulham. They have Michael Golden from Chelsea. They have Caleb Okoli from Atalanta. They brought in Abdul Fattah from Sporting Lisbon. They've also got this young guy from Brighton, Facundo Bonanote from Brighton and Hove. And I think this is a case whereby you're looking at. I think the first thing you need to understand is that when you have newly promoted sides, the first target they generally have is not to do anything major. It's just find a way to survive the first season. From the second season, you might start to create a target. But first things first season, find a way to survive. I think that was one of the problems that Luton and Burnley had last season. Company wanted to play beautiful football. That is not Burnley's life. No, that's not Burnley's style. Burnley is known to be rugged. In fact, because where my father said, I don't want to watch sexy football. I want to see my Burnley team that can kick anyone as possible. That was the major challenge they had. I think for Leicester City, they are former champions. Steve Cooper knows what needs to be done. I think with Nottingham Forest, he was able to achieve something, but he wasn't given enough time to actually get a structure in play. I think I want to give him that benefit of a doubt with Leicester City. Let's see what he can do.
All right.
As for Gary O'Neill,
yeah, because of my time.
Let's move on. Yeah.
Let's talk about this. The team to watch for you, Prof, is who? Which team?
For me, I've said it. We've touched on it. Team to watch for me is West Ham. I don't know. I think the fans, they've been crying out for exciting football. Wow. Lopetegui is here now. I think, even though I watched the video where one of their strong supporter, sent a video message to what to do and how the fans are expecting exciting football. They want to go away from that ancient football that Moyes was playing. They want a more, and then for me, they've signed players to that effect. When you have like Somerville, who is a very exciting winger. They have Kudus, they still have Bowen, they have Paqueta. Even though I don't know what is up with Paqueta and the whole betting scandal, I don't know where that will lead. And then obviously they still have Antonio and Fulkrug and Alvarez. Good players. So West Ham is one to watch for me. I think they might surprise a lot of people.
All right, Bishop, which team are you looking at?
I'm looking at West Ham. Seriously, West Ham. I like their transfer. It might look like those guys, they were not wanted. Wan-Bissaka was not wanted. That's your business. For me, it was the best right back one-on-one defender. When it comes to one-on-one, you hardly beat him. I hardly see someone that can beat him one-on-one. So he's there. Todibo, they said, although I didn't follow the French league, they said it was amazing last season in the French league. And Kuma, I watched Kuma. Kuma was spectacular. So those defense have changed. Now the midfielders, the strikers, everything, the German guy coming in. I'm looking at the new coach. I know that guy is good. So I want to see what he will bring in, and let's see. So and also Man United. I really want to see what he will. I want him to prove me wrong, but I know he can't. I just want him to prove me wrong.
All right, Jeffers, team to watch for you 2024-2025 season. Which team is that? Talk to me. I'm still
gonna just watch out. I'm watching out for two teams actually. I'm looking at West Ham and I'm seeing something that will actually surprise a lot of people, because I think West Ham looks like they want to prove a lot of people wrong. Because when you're talking about London sides in the Premier League, you have everyone in the conversation, but you always tend to keep West Ham out. That's why I find that they've actually won an European trophy, which Arsenal hasn't yet. So I think this is a side that is looking like they might actually surprise some people. Jean-Claire Todibo has been basically described as the rock in defense. And for you to actually get that player to cross over to your side when you had the likes of United looking for him, that is a steal. Niklas Fulkrug, a striker who I believe he's as dangerous as he's unpredictable, because you can never know where he's going to come from and he will pop in and score. We saw that in the Euros. He's a fox in the box, exactly. He's a fox in the box. He knows how to operate inside that 18-yard. You look at Wan-Bissaka. I still personally will say that I don't know why people were just targeting Wan-Bissaka at United. That young man gave his best. When you look at a defense line that was basically at 5 and 6s, and one person was consistently performing, I think I should say definitely he is that good. So I don't know why he was allowed to go. Max Kilman, very solid defender. I think West Ham is trying to prepare a team that can actually challenge for. Now they are not looking at the Europa League, they are not looking at the Conference League. They want to actually finish in the top 4. Another team I think we should also look out for is Fulham. I don't know what Fulham, yes.
Wow.
I don't know what Marco Silva is trying to prepare with that team, but I think if you sleep on them, you might be surprised.
Wow. All right. Moving
my
on to
issue,
this.
my issue with Fulham is that they don't have a defense. They are just stuck in the midfield, and that's the problem. You don't have a defense to defend. They lost Tosi, although I don't even rate him. Not that I rate him, but he was still there. They lost it, so he remained passive.
You know why Tosi was even that serious? Why Tosi was even about to be, basically Tosi left on a free. The fact that Fulham supporters did not even bother should tell you something. They were not really special about him. They didn't feel that anything was special about him. So just kept me from everything.
And Chelsea is in Chelsea now. All right, the 3 teams you think is going to get. What's wrong with me? Talk to me about this, Prof. The 3 teams.
I was going to quickly chip in about my team to watch. I think Kara McKenna of Ipswich. Okay. I saw some games Ipswich played last in the championship. And I know it's the championship, but they are a very exciting team to watch. I think watch out for the Ipswich Liverpool game. They like to play the ball. He's a very exciting young manager with new ideas. Don't be little wonder why Chelsea and Mike said him. It was short. You don't get on those type of big team short list if there's nothing special. If there's nothing special about you as a manager. So I think, but the problem we all have is we've seen this happen before. Burnley played exciting football last season, 2 seasons ago, when the company tried to replicate that in the Premier League, and we knew how that turned out. So it's not all the time that you can bring that sort of football into the Premier League. Will you be able to adapt or not, or will you be blown away? For my teams to get relegated, it was difficult for me to analyze it. I'll put Southampton bottom. Their manager, yes, I think it's always very difficult when you're coming into the Premier League from Championship in terms of the season, the players that sort of money to spend, the players that you have you signed well? There's only so much you can do to change that team, and the quality from the Championship to the Premier League is a lot. So for Southampton, I think the manager also likes to play out from the back. He also likes to play expansive football. And in the Premier League, if you do that, it's unforgivable. You get punished. So I'm looking at Southampton as the 20th team. The 19th team, for me, is difficult for me because it's between, I was looking at Leicester, but then I think Jeffers has changed my mind concerning Leicester City. So I'll leave them.
My mind has not changed. They will relegate.
I think they might survive. I'll put Wolves there and Everton. So I'm going with Southampton 20th, Wolves and Everton. I think Everton will get relegated. Like I said, they've not refreshed that squad. We all know that Sean Dyche is the master of survival. But it might be too much. Now, sorry, to go back to Leicester City. I think they might get point deductions this season. So
Leicester.
Yes, they are due for a point deduction. So I'm going to go back. I'll take Wolves out. It is, for me, Southampton, Leicester, Everton to be relegated. I'll take Wolves out of that place. I think Ipswich will survive. So I'm going with Southampton, Leicester, Everton, because of the points deduction that Leicester will have. Yeah, I think
all right, Bishop, over to you.
It's very straightforward. Southampton, Ipswich, Leicester, they are all going back to where they came from.
You can hear that. People smash the like on the video for Bishop. Straight up. Jeffers, talk to me. The 3 teams.
My 3 teams, I'm looking at Southampton going back. I'm sorry. I don't think they are ready for the tracks that the Premier League has to bring with them this season. I'm looking at Ipswich, because even though they might be an exciting side, the Premier League is not the Championship. And it's been like 20, 30 years since they were in the Premier League last. A lot of things has actually changed since then. Then one thing that I'm very certain will drop this season is Everton. I don't see any way coming up. I don't see anything that's going to prevent it from happening. It should have happened last season. They were just lucky to escape, but it's going to happen this season. Certainly.
All right. Last one now. You just give me the 6, the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth. Straight up. I'm going to clip this, and at the end of the season, we'll come back and find out, God's willing, who actually got it right. We're going to start from number 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can see my video. I did mine. So, Bishop, I think I'm going to start with you on this. From number 6, the team that you think is going to be on number 6, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Now, your top 6 going forward. Bishop, talk to me from 6.
In no particular order, I should put them in the order.
In order, of course.
Should I put them in? Should we put them in order or just name 6?
Order.
No. From
okay, in the order.
From 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd,
yes,
2nd,
so 6. So let me put 1st and 6th so that we can put people in. I can put people in the middle. So it tells me number 6. I think Man U will miss out, so I put in Man U as 6th.
Wow. All right.
So Man U will be 6th, and I'll put Arsenal 1st.
Wow.
I'll put Liverpool. I'll put Liverpool 2nd. I'll put City 3rd. Then that 4th spot, Newcastle might come and try. I am not rating Ange for now, so I think I'll put Newcastle there. But I'll put the 5th position.
So the 5th, yeah.
West Ham.
5th. All right.
Sorry, Didon. So Bishop, you think Arsenal will win despite the fact that they've not signed the striker?
Because why I think so is because I think Man City is not serious. They look so unserious to me.
Why? Did you see the way they celebrated the Carabao?
That's their title for the season. Let them keep that one.
Okay. All right, Prof, talk to me.
Bishop is a Man United fan. He doesn't like City. All right, look for me.
Number 6
now. I've given a lot of credit to Arsenal and the transfers they made. I think they are solid. I think they are ready. It pains me to say it, but Arsenal are ready. But the problem I have is, as it stands now, they haven't signed a striker that will give them that 2% that might go ahead. So for that reason, I would still maintain that Pep Guardiola, because I think this might be his last season. I think nobody has said it. I'm just saying it. I feel like this might be his last season. And I think that's as an incentive. The likes of De Bruyne to keep the likes of Ederson at the club, saying, "Look, this is my last season. Let's win one, and then we can all go." And don't forget the 115 charges. I think the hearing is starting soon. I don't think Pep will be there for that. So I'm giving this last season farewell. Pep is winning the league as it stands. If Arsenal go and get Gyökeres or Osimhen, then I think they can do it because of the hunger and desire that they have. I think naturally Arsenal should have more hunger and desire to win this title. There's no way in this earth that City has more desire to win the title over Arsenal. So for that reason, if they get a striker, they'll do it. But I'm making my predictions now. I'm going with City to win it, Arsenal to come very close 2nd, Liverpool to be 3rd. Because I'm a Chelsea fan, I know I know all over the place. But I cannot look past my team. I think Chelsea will be 4th. I think position I'll give it to Manchester. I think Man United will do well. People, for some reason, Ahmad is playing well. They have Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony. They have a lot of players. They have Holland to come. Bruno, a lot of players. Man, you have good players. Like, people are sleeping on Man U. If Euro comes back, Martinez is there. Man U can even push for top. But I'll give them 5th. And then I'll just go with traditional top 6. Tottenham to be 6th. West Ham will come 7th.
All right. Thank you so much on that. Jeffers, talk to me. Lastly, Jeffers, your top 6. Let's do this.
Okay. Top 6. All right. Let's take it from the top. I think I'll say, I'm going to put my neck and I'll say, I think this is Arsenal's season to take it. I don't know why, but I feel nothing will happen. Nothing will happen.
We did here.
If Arteta doesn't win it this season, he should be.
I don't think he will be sacked.
Do you think he should be sacked?
I don't think so. Because I feel it's not easy to actually go into a system whereby you're actually challenging against money bags and people who basically have the arsenal needed to actually get the job done, and you still give a performance. I think, let's be realistic, last season, if not for that Aston Villa game last season, Arsenal already had the title. Okay. Because if you look at January down to the end of the season, that was the only blip they had in the whole running. That was just it. And I think they will have learned their lessons. Definitely, I see them getting the title this season. Then second, I have Man City as second. I feel like the problem City is going to have this season is going to be fatigue, because there's so much you can actually do in a run that it will not get to you. To get to you at some point. For third, I'm looking at Liverpool. Yes, I'm looking at Liverpool finishing third. And fourth, this is where it's going to get tough. Fourth, I'm looking at United finishing fourth. Because I believe, if not for anything, it has to be United. I believe Ten Hag, even if he doesn't perform, which I will not be surprised if he actually drops, I think with what United are trying to create behind the scenes, I think it's going to be a reminder of what they actually are and not what is going to be on play. Because I think it's going to be a case whereby whoever is going to come in has to remind the players that this is Manchester United. United should not be struggling to get to Europe. They are meant to be in Europe. They are European champions. They are European giants, basically. So I will take United as fourth. I'm looking at West Ham finishing fifth.
Fifth. Wow.
Yes. I'm looking at West Ham finishing fifth. And I'm looking at my sixth position. I think it might just be Chelsea.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Despite all the madness, I'm looking at sixth.
Number 6. All right, guys. Thank you so much for this particular show. I really enjoyed it so far. Jeffers, thank you so much for joining us on this one. Thank you so much. One love, bro. All right, Bishop.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
Okay. All right, Prof. Let's end number 6.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, thank you so much. All right, people, smash the like on the video. This is how far we can go tonight. I really enjoyed it so much. Please smash the like on the video and subscribe to our channel. I mean, this is how we can grow with you. So until same time tomorrow, we should be back for all the preview for the game coming up. The first game, the game week 1. We're going to be here live and direct. So on same time tomorrow. Bye for now.